Hey everybody, happy Eve before Christmas Eve, and within a matter of minutes, the Oakland Athletics are expected to take ownership of what is, as of right now, the County of Alameda's side of the dual ownership between the City of Oakland and the County of Alameda. Now, you may wonder why this is happening. It's far more than just allowing development to occur at the Coliseum. This all started far back, really in 2012, but it escalated in 2014 and came to its boiling point in 2015 because the City of Oakland's politicians could not get along with the County of Alameda's politicians. It really has to do with that. And so, in May of 2015, after a rather contentious meeting between City of Oakland representatives and County of Alameda representatives led by Alameda County Supervisor Miley put out a press release that shocked everyone, calling for a separation between the City of Oakland and the County of Alameda because he was tired of working with the city, and a number of people had specific issues with how the matter was being handled by then and now Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf. So that is how we got to this point. Originally, the city wanted to buy out the county, and for approximately $108 million, and had tried to advance a number of different ways to pay for it, but the Oakland Athletics were given a kind of a dual option decision between building a new ballpark at Howard Terminal or at the Oakland Coliseum complex land. The Athletics, seeing an opportunity, decided rather than choosing one or the other, to choose both, with the argument they really needed the Coliseum property to pay for Howard Terminal. But then, of course, at the time, the Athletics didn't know they were going to receive state approval for a brand new redevelopment area at Howard Terminal, which will net them approximately $1.4 billion down there for use for infrastructure payments and related payments that are required to properly build a ballpark at Howard Terminal. So where we are right now is the Athletics stepped in as essentially the partner to buy the county's half of the Coliseum. That partner was originally supposed to be the City of Oakland. The deal is structured in such a way that the Oakland Athletics will make 6 payments to the County of Alameda between next year and the new year 2026. First 4 payments at $10 million, and then the last, 7 payments. The first 4 payments at $10 million, including the commitment date, and then the final 3 payments at $15 million each. So the idea in this instance is to, over that period of payments, allow the Coliseum Joint Powers Authority to still exist. The County of Alameda, in case you're wondering, would still have representation on the Joint Powers Authority board for those people like myself who are thinking, hey, here's an opportunity to really streamline it and have total City of Oakland control. Well, no, it's not going to happen in there. That's not the way that it's designed, unfortunately. But the bottom line is it is a step in a direction towards city control, which will commence in its entirety at 2026. Now, by that time, a number of things will have occurred. Ostensibly, the Athletics will have a brand new ballpark at Howard Terminal, and the Coliseum, in terms of demand for use, will have an entirely different set of eyes looking upon it because the Raiders will have supposedly vacated the facility. So there are a lot of issues outstanding, including, for example, exactly what the Athletics plan to do at the Coliseum, and also what the city is going to do with its share of the Coliseum with respect to the Athletics. So this is the first truly major decision that points to a different future for the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. In fact, after this deal, we can't really call it the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum anymore. We can simply just call it the Oakland Coliseum and pretty much just, I suppose, let that be that. My thoughts on this are that the way this came about is such that I think that it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that the city and the county have elected officials who don't understand how to get to yes with respect to sports issues. And it's unfortunate that our mayor is consistently pointed to as the reason for those problems. And this is something that I have kept under wraps for a long time because of my relationship with the mayor. But everyone cares about the city and the Coliseum, and so something has to be said about that. We can do them a lot better. And there are many examples around the country, indeed around the world, of cities and counties acting as one to achieve an objective. I mean, look at how the state of Nevada, Clark County, and the city of Las Vegas have joined together in the action of bringing the Raiders to that region. Yes, there are many bumps, and there are more bumps, and there will be many more. But the bottom line is they did, for all practical purposes, compared to our situation, act as one unit. And then, of course, there is the example of the city and county of San Francisco, which are both city and county. I can go on and on and on. We have to have a better way of doing things, and we have to make sure that the structure that we're beginning to develop works better than the one that we had. And that really has to do with how our elected officials handle these situations, not so much the organizational structure. Subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube. And by the way, the total payment is $85 million.